Charleston's first trucking expo is rolling into the Lowcountry September 17th with industry speakers, a kids zone, vendors, and CDL scholarships. Make sure to come to Ladson Exchange Park on September 17th and visit charlestontruckexpo.com.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, we made it to the weekend. It is showtime. All right, I know the calendar says Friday. It's not Friday. Friday edition of the Geno Show. How are you? I hope you had a good week. No, let me be honest. Actually, I hope you had a great week. And if not, I want you to have a great weekend. This is the last weekend of summer officially. Because fall arrives next week. That's a bummer for me, but hey, you know, every time has a season, saying something like that. So please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. You subscribe, and everybody you know, everybody you like, that you love, folks it's kind of okay with, even folks you can't stand, folks you hate, strangers from outer space, tell them all to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show on the Geno Jones YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, like, and this weekend, binge watch all my back episodes, pop some popcorn, or get your favorite snacks, get you some wings, and whatever you got with your wings, your favorite beverage, and just have a chill, instead of a Netflix weekend, make it a Geno Show, Geno Jones Show weekend. How about that? I think you'll love it. Shout out to everybody that's already looking out, watching me live, checking out. I have a live chat room open. You can jump in and post your comments and whatever you want to say. Shout your brother out there. Anyway, so first of all, the weekend is here today. So Virgos, this is like the last weekend for Virgos. I think the Libras, you guys begin, next week? So today, happy birthday to R&B star. I shouldn't say superstar, but he is a star. He's been in the game since like the late 90s, and we love his music. And as a matter of fact, his name is Music Soul Child. 45 today. Happy heavenly birthday to Riley B. King. Now, you might be saying, all right, Gina, who is Riley B. King? Blues Boy King. Does that ring a name? Does that name ring a bell? Does it strike anything? How about B.B. King? Yes, B.B., a.k.a. Blues Boy King. Happy heavenly birthday. He was born in 1925. He would have been 97 today. Happy heavenly birthday to the Blues Boy, B.B. King. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away from me. The thrill is gone. Man. Used to hear that growing up in Chicago, hear that man at B.B. King. Boy, as a matter of fact, and I was honored for a while. I was working in Memphis, Tennessee from 1998 until I came here in 2005 doing radio. And I had a chance for a while. I was the MC, like on Friday nights, I was the host and MC they had different live bands performing at B.B. King's place. So, and I got a chance to meet him. Really a good dude. As a matter of fact, when I first got here in 2005, he had a concert, and believe it or not, I was an opening act. I got a chance to do about 10 minutes of stand-up. It was pretty cool. It was interesting. I have to tell you that story one day. Happy heavenly birthday to B.B. King. Now this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, Dougie Fresh is going to be 56. Yes, the show. Man, that beatbox thing, I cannot do that. He is amazing and a good dude, really a good dude, a good brother. Happy birthday, Doug E. Fresh. He's actually going to be here in town in I'd say about 3 weeks. There's a major legendary high school, African-American high school, Burke High School here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, actually in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. So they have an incredible alumni, and they have an alumni weekend. And my man, Dougie Fresh, is going to be the headliner on that Saturday night. They got Friday night, they got KRS-One and Case. And then Saturday, they got Dougie Fresh and Rakim and Chubb Rock and Roxanne Shante. And then Sunday on the 16th of October, they're having a huge tailgate competition. And they got Lacey, my girl Lacey, doing that Southern Soul Live. But anyway, Dougie Fresh is going to be the headliner October 16th. But today, or tomorrow I should say, because today he's 55, double nickel. But tomorrow he's going to be 56. And Vinny, a.k.a. Vin Rock, from Naughty by Nature. Hip hop hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hip hop hooray! So KG from Naughty by Nature had a birthday yesterday, and today Vinny, a.k.a. Vin Rock from Naughty by Nature, is 52. Speaking of Naughty by Nature. So there's like a redo. There's a play going, I think, out on the road, or about to go out on the road, New Jack City. And one of the people in the play is Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I can see Tretch doing Nino Brown. As a matter of fact, who else could you cast? If you're doing a play about New Jack City and Tretch is a part of it, it's only one role he could play. I mean, I could see him playing like the Ice-T. No. Tretch is Nino Brown. Trust me. Tretch, that's the cast. It casts itself. You think of Nino Brown, you see the brother look like Tretch. Shout out to Tretch. So Vinny, a.k.a. Vin Rock, tomorrow is going to be 52. Malik Yoba, remember, New York Undercover, talking about the 90s. That was really a huge show back in the 90s, and the women was going crazy. Oh, Malik Yoba, he's so fine. So Malik Yoba is going to be 55, double nickel tomorrow. And if you were a fan of Orange is the New Black, now full confession, I never watched it. I heard about it. I kind of like surfed by it, but it was really popular. It was on Netflix. I don't think it was on Netflix. It was on cable. Anyway, there was a character called Tasty. Her name was Tasty. Danielle Brooks played Tasty on Orange is the New Black. She is going to turn 33 on tomorrow. Flo Rida, yes, rapper Flo Rida. He will be 43 tomorrow. Now, let me shout out Stacey Abrams. You know, she's running for governor of Georgia again, because she ran against this dude, Brian Kemp, who's currently the governor, but at the time he was the Secretary of State, which meant that he oversaw the elections. And, 2018, you had hundreds of thousands of black people who were purged off the rolls. Well, who was responsible for that? Brian Kemp. Now, you would say, well, wait a minute. He was running for governor. He was the Secretary of State. He was in charge of the elections. And then all of a sudden, well, not even all of a sudden, just right before the election or that year, you had a total of, like I said, in the hundreds of thousands of black people eligible to vote. All of a sudden, they were purged. They weren't on the voter registration rolls. So chicanery, there was some chicanery, skullduggery. Yeah, that means some shady stuff that was going on. Google skullduggery. Google chicanery. Spell it with a C, all right? So she is running to be governor again against Brian Kemp, who's now the governor. She is addressing an issue that I've been a part of this conversation in the barbershops, and you hear about a lot of, because there's a segment of our community, specifically segment of black men in our community that feels like, you know what, these politicians, y'all really not speaking to black men. Y'all are like showing love to black women, and that's great, but it's like, damn, we feel left out. We feel unheard. Well, Stacey Abrams, she's been hearing that, and she's addressing that. As a matter of fact, she has something she's calling a black men's agenda, addressing issues like the over-disciplining of young black boys. If you have a son in elementary or middle school, it's always, a white boy and a black young boy can do the same thing. The black child is going to be over-disciplined. They want to kick him out of school and have him arrested. The white kid, they'll probably just, tell him, just don't do that anymore, Johnny. So, not feelings, facts. There's data to back that up. And that's why Stacey Abrams is addressing that. Also, helping to give black teenage men hope by making sure they can go to college or be a part of apprenticeships. They have apprenticeship programs, well, some cities and some schools. Before there was a significant number at one time of apprenticeship programs for young people, especially for young black men, because college is not for everybody. So for those who want to go to college, those who are college on that college track, but for some kids, they don't want to do college. They can get in an apprenticeship program. Plumbers make big money. Electricians make big money. Carpenters make great money. Welders. There's a lot of these, call them vocational skills. I went to a vocational high school. Shout out to Dunbar Vocational High School. They had brick masonry. They had welding. They had auto body, auto mechanic shops. They had electronic shops. As a matter of fact, I think there was a plumbing shop. So she wants to focus on that and make sure that the young men, and even if they have funding, because even in the apprenticeship programs, to be an apprentice in some situations is damn near like going to college. You got to come up with that kind of money. So shout out to Stacey Abrams. She also wants to make sure that black men who own businesses, that they get their fair share of financial support, access to capital, i.e. money, to start or grow their business, and to make sure they get their fair share of government contracts. Because there's a lot of talented brothers and sisters. They have businesses, they've got a track record, but they're just not they're not in the right clique, or as they say out in the hood, in the community. You know, they don't have a plug to plug them in to whoever they need to know so they can get the government contracts. So shout out to Stacey Abrams with her Black Men's Agenda, running for governor. We really, listen, Georgia, we gotta have Georgia, we gotta have Stacey Abrams in the State House in Atlanta, the state capitol, and we gotta keep brother Reverend Raphael Warnock, Reverend Dr. Raphael Warnock, who's already in the U.S. Senate, running up against Herschel Walker, who's made a complete ass of himself. Yes, he was a great college football player. His team won a national championship way back in the early 80s. He had a decent career in the NFL, but he has made an ass of himself being this MAGA puppet fool. They're making a fool. But see, listen, white people who don't like black people, who view black people in a very stereotypical, racist way, they love, he reinforces all of their negative stereotypes, you know, and like shuffling like, and you know what, and the bad air go over there, and the good air go over here, come back to us. They love that because he makes them feel good about themselves. They don't like articulate, intelligent, strong, powerful, confident black men or women. See, they didn't like Barack Obama. He was an uppity Negro, or worse, uppity N-word. So, you can't, they don't want you to be more intelligent, but then if you're out there doing wrong, they're like, see, they're all thugs and criminals. It's all BS. They are projecting those people, that whole racist, anti-black cult, MAGA cult, they're projecting their own bigotry and hatred and racism, not to mention the misogyny and sexism. We'll get into that later. So, huge races coming up. You don't want to miss that. Now, hey, shout out to everybody. Okay. I think the folks are trying to get in the chat room. Is it acting crazy? Well, keep trying, keep posting, okay? So now I want to tell you about a young lady named Pieper Lewis. If you had not heard the story, Pieper Lewis is a 17-year-old teenage girl. She's an African-American teenager. She was a victim of sex trafficking in, I believe, Iowa. She pleaded guilty earlier this year of manslaughter for killing a 37-year-old man married with 2 children that raped her. As a matter of fact, she had been sex trafficked to this man, I believe on multiple occasions. Apparently, reading her backstory, she ran away, and apparently whoever took her in and said, well, listen, you just can't stay here rent free. You got to make some money. And the way for you to make some money is get out there and just sleep with whoever. I'll set you up online and you have sex with them. She was 15. When she was raped by this man, she was 15 years old. After he raped her, he fell asleep, and she stabbed him to death. So she pleaded guilty. I don't know why her attorneys made her do that. I'm not a lawyer. So she pleaded guilty of manslaughter. She was going to get 20 years. Now, you listening to me? You're going to give a 15-year-old baby 20 years for killing the man who raped her? Wow, something wrong with that. And here's the worst part. So she accepted a plea deal, so she's on probation for like 5 years in this, they call it a low-level prison. So she's not in like a hardcore jail, but she is in some kind of what they call a low-level prison, 5 years supervised probation. So, if she does anything, they can just basically revoke the probation and send her to jail for 20 years. All right. And on top of it, she was ordered by this judge in Iowa, this Karen judge, to pay the family of the man, the dead rapist, who she killed for raping her. So Pieper Lewis has been ordered to pay his family $150,000. So she's got to pay what they call legally restitution. The victim, he was a rapist, raping a 15-year-old. And she killed him, she stabbed him. And you want this child who's now 17 to pay the family, to pay the dead rapist family $150,000? Yo, didn't his ass have insurance? If not, I feel for the family, but come on. I don't know. The wife, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she did know that he was out here doing this. I don't know. But this 17-year-old child, who was the real victim, she shouldn't have to pay $150,000. I hope his ass had insurance, life insurance, and if he didn't, too bad. Sorry for you. And that might sound cold-blooded, but no, what? I have no empathy and sympathy for a child rapist. Come on, man. And you married? Really? All right, even if your wife ain't giving you none, you got all these women, grown-ass women. You wouldn't even have to pay that you could have a side piece, that you had to go and rape a child, and you got 2 children, a 15-year-old. I have no sympathy for you, and I feel for the family, but this 17-year-old child shouldn't be giving them any money. Now, I guess the laws in Iowa is different, but it's bullshit. Your husband out there wilding out like that, should have had life insurance. Shouldn't have been out there. How about that? He shouldn't have been out there raping 15-year-old girls who are victims and who are in the sex trafficking industry, not by choice, but by force. And that was the case with this young lady. So her name is Pieper Lewis. She has a GoFundMe page. Please support Pieper, P-I-E-P-E-R, L-E-W-I-S. Pieper Lewis, P-I-E-P-E-R. She's on GoFundMe. There's a GoFundMe page. Donate money to that page. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Got a lot of folks watching on a Friday. I don't know why the chat room is disconnected. The enemy is busy. There's always something with technology. So listen, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you. And God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show on the Geno Jones YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, like, and this weekend, hey, make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. Binge watch all my back episodes. There's a huge event Saturday, 2 events. First of all, out in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. It's part of the Charleston, South Carolina Metro. It's going to be a huge event. Promote the Vote, Get Out the Vote event. I'm going to be hosting and emceeing with the Moncks Corner NAACP. So shout out to Dr. Ethel Jefferson. She is the president of the Moncks Corner NAACP. They are putting this event on the Haynes Office Building. That's Haynes, Haynes Office Building, 255 Highway 52 in Moncks Corner. 255 Highway 52 in Moncks Corner. Also, there's going to be a trucking expo. As a matter of fact, the first trucking expo here in this we call here the Low Country, or the Charleston, South Carolina metro area tomorrow, and it's run by a woman that has been a guest, and we tried to get her on yesterday. We had some technical difficulty with her Wi-Fi. Corisa Carter. So shout out to Corisa Carter. She is the CEO of CM Transportation. She's putting on this Charleston Truck Expo tomorrow at the Ladson Exchange Park. That's where they have the fair here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. So if you like to get some information and learn how you could go into the trucking business, start your trucking company like she did. Now she has a major transportation company. As a matter of fact, she may be the only black woman transportation company, or I should say, she may be the only black woman owner of a transportation. That's what they call, like the big trucking companies, a transportation company like that. So CM Transportation. So congratulations to Corisa Carter. So going out, it's going to be something for the entire family. You can learn about, like I said, starting a business in the trucking industry, your own trucking company. Maybe you could open up a truck stop, make a lot of money, and there's so many other great opportunities in the transportation industry. I know you wouldn't think there's a lot of us, and especially black women, but there she is at the top of her game. Corisa Carter. All right, Corisa. I'm going to try to stop by there after I leave, after I finish with the voter registration, Get Out the Vote event. Have a great weekend, everybody. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Monday, 6:30 p.m. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram. Kel be cutting up, KELBECUTTINUP, because Kel be cutting up, be cutting his ass off. And the drip director, that's what the kids call it. The drip is immaculate. The drip is spectacular. That's your gear, your clothing, your fashion. The official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show is one Allie Jones. And you can check Allie out on Instagram. L like Lexi, X like extra, dot, N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ That's LX dot NCL _. Have a great weekend. Thanks to everybody. I'm monitoring my current viewers. So the charts, the numbers are off the chart. Thanks, everybody. I wish I knew who was out there. One person I know, my #1 fan, my executive producer, keeps me in line, my mother, Mary Dixon. Mother, you know I love you more than life itself. So have a great, doing my Tony the Tiger impersonation, weekend, Monday, live 6:30 p.m. In the meantime, like I said, you don't do a Netflix and chill. Do a Geno Jones binge watch and chill weekend. Go and binge watch all my back episodes. All my back episodes, you won't be sorry you did. You'll be glad you did. I'll make you laugh. I might make you mad. May share something with you that'll make you shed a tear. I'll inform you. I'll entertain you. But you'll be glad you watched, I guarantee you. I had some great guests, too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave you with the brand new video from a new R&B artist who is like burning up the R&B charts. He's been a guest of mine twice. He came on Monday, the world premiere. His single, Slide, is like in the top 10 on the R&B charts here in America. It was top 20 in the United Kingdom. So Marcus Allen is that dude. The video slide, the world premiere was Monday, and I just want to let you know, you're going to see a little cameo or some cameo appearances with your boy. Just look out for me. You'll see that. And then one of our new artists, Shice DiBiase, and Marcus Allen did a duet together. Not a duet, really, like a collab. They call it a collabo or collaboration. You don't want to miss that. It's called Shining Star. So you get to see that. First, I leave you with the brand new, not so much the world premiere, because we got a chance to play it on Monday, but you haven't seen it. The new video, Marcus Allen, Slide. Here it is. Have a great weekend, everybody.
The directors. Chameleons.
If I had my way, baby, you would be my girl that the mothers hate. I wouldn't care what the mothers say when they walk my way, 'cause I wanna give you all my attention. Every minute, every hour, girl, you can have it, girl, it's ours, yes. So relax and take our time, enjoy ourselves some wine, 'cause you're here with me tonight. Promise to treat you. Let's slide to the dance floor so we can get loose. Ain't nobody in this club finer than you. I'ma make you mine, girl, that's what I came to do. I'ma treat you right and make your dreams come true. DJ, play the records, 'cause we wanna dance all night. Keep the party jumping, we just wanna have a good time. Here's me and my baby, wanna make her my lady. Girl, I hope you feel the same. I wanna make you my babe, wanna make you fall in love, give you my last name. You and me, we can take over the world, just give me a chance. 'Cause it's me, baby, that you're missing. Every morning, every evening, in the late night, please believe me. Yeah, yeah. So relax and take our time, enjoy ourselves some wine, 'cause you're here with me tonight. Promise to treat you. Let's slide to the dance floor so we can get loose. Ain't nobody in this club finer than you. I'ma make you mine, girl, that's what I came to do. I'ma treat you right and make your dreams come true. DJ, play the records, 'cause we wanna here now, though. Feels good. Yeah, man. Been through the struggle and the storm. They said that I would never make it. They can't believe I proved them wrong. Now everything I want, I'm taking. Living the life of a boss, getting everything that I want. Yeah, luxurious everything, whatever the money brings. On it. Ay, yeah, ay. I told my mama they in love with me now. I said I live in little luxury now. This ice ripping me down. I made it to the top. Look at me now. Cartier cologne covered it loud. A star, look in the clouds. Versace fit, yeah, cover me now. You never felt the presence like this when it come through the crowd. Amazing. See the face that say I couldn't make it. I ain't never asked for nothing, so don't offer. I ain't taking. You could tell I was different. I was a star in the making. I'm in a whole different space. I'm a star in the making. I went from set behind bars and spitting bars. It's never basic. I'm like Steph Curry shooting the three. You know I'm gonna make it. They said that I would never make it. They can't believe I proved them wrong. Now everything I want, I'm taking. Living the life of a boss, getting everything that I want. Yeah, luxurious everything, whatever the money brings. On it. You ever seen a star fall from the sky and still be in the sky? Yeah, I shine light, see the brightness in my eyes. I gotta leave a legacy. These memories will never die. Picture me rolling in the Maybach, that's how I'm trying to ride. I'm feeling like Bishop, it's like I got the juice now. I got a whole lot of meetings, that's why I'm wearing suits now. The pandemic got y'all hurt, y'all like, what we gon' do now? No money saved up, you like, who we gon' shoot now? A whole different breed, been knew how to hustle, been knew how to get it, I got it off the muscle. All these rings on my fingers, like I'm Bill Russell. Never get me props, so I can never trust them. They said that I would never make it. They can't believe I proved them wrong. Now everything I want, I'm taking. Living the life of a boss, getting everything that I want. Yeah, luxurious everything, whatever the money brings. On it. Yeah. What's up, big dog? Let's go. Hey, yeah, man. What's up, big dog? You know we in here, man. We rockin'. I think we got a hit, big dog. They gonna have to play this on repeat. We done bossed up, we done leveled up on them. Let's go. To the sky from here now. No way to go but up. It may. Shiesty Beyonce.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.
Charleston's first trucking expo is rolling into the Lowcountry September 17th with industry speakers, a kids zone, vendors, and CDL scholarships. Make sure to come to Ladson Exchange Park on September 17th and visit charlestontruckexpo.com.